ODI cricket is on a decline, has been for the last decade or so. In a world where attention spans have reduced to 15 seconds long reels, a format devoid of rivalries and significance that lasts for 10 to 11 hours at minimum has become a relic of the past. However, it always wasn't the case. The format in 2006 gave what most experts and fans believe the greatest game of the sport. But akin to a sad Shakespearean love story, what was the cause of the biggest euphoria of the format also led to its destruction. And today, we turn back the page and relive the match that ironically snuffed out the format and its future. Hi and welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Piyush, and in this video I will talk about one of the most interesting ODI matches that ironically led to the decline of ODI cricket. Let's begin. Owing to the plummeting TRPs and tepid crowd turning at the stadiums to watch stretched out ODI games that take anywhere between 8 to 10 hours to finish, Cricket Australia Chief Executive Nick Hockley on Wednesday dropped a proposal in front of the cricketing world to ignite the passion for the second longest format of the game. Hockley suggested that Australia is open to hosting a tri-series involving India and Pakistan, stating that the matches between the two teams are something that everyone wants to see in the cricket world. Hockley said, "Personally, I really like the tri-series concept. It worked well in the past. We'd be very open to hosting matches. There are really big communities of both India and Pakistan living in Australia. It's a contest that everyone wants to see in world cricket, and if we can help support further opportunities, we would love to do that." While India playing a series outside any ICC tournament is highly unlikely, the proposal is doomed to fail. The proposal shows how desperate the cricket boards across the spectrum have become at the moment. The 50-over format, once the crown jewel of the sport, has seen a steady decline in its popularity over the years. ODI cricket generally lacks in importance barring the World Cup, where it is still the pinnacle of the sport. It is not to say that players do not take it seriously, but there is not enough at stake for players to be motivated. A certain Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma is not going to lose his sleep for losing, say, a Paytm trophy or a Pan Masala Kheni Cup. Chances are, both the stalwarts of Indian cricket will be ruining the chances of not winning the Test series in South Africa despite going one-up in the first match itself. Virat Kohli has single-handedly made Test cricket the holy grail of cricketers across the planet. However, the same cannot be said about ODIs. T20 International and its sister, the franchisee cricket, has eroded the share of 50-over format. The first T20 International was played in 2004 between England and New Zealand women's teams, the latter winning the historic match by 9 runs. However, the tipping point for ODIs came in 2006 when Australia squared up against South Africa in the Praetorian backyard. It was the 5th match of the series at the iconic Bullring in Johannesburg. Batting first, Australia piled up a mammoth 434 runs on the board, the first 400 plus in the format. Ricky Ponting led the line with an innings of cultured slogging that realized 164 runs of the highest class from just 105 balls. Useful contributions from Michael Hussey, Simon Ketich and Adam Gilchrist ensured that visitors posted the daunting total. At the halfway stage, it looked like the game comfortably in the bag of Australians. However, the South Africans, who were reeling after bursting a 2-0 lead in the series and staring at a 3-2 defeat, had other plans. Skipper Graham Smith ambled out with his partner Boeta Depnar for the chase, with a determination to at least give the Australians some competition. While Depnar departed without contributing much to the team's cause, it was a blessing in disguise as Smith was joined by the distracting Herschel Gibbs. Together, the pair launched South Africa's response with a scathing stand of 187 from 121 balls to send the first visions of anxiety through the Australian dressing room. Smith made 90 from just 55 balls, overshadowing Ponting's blitzkrieg. Even after his departure, South Africa kept packing back as Gibbs turned the beast mode on and imploded. The smash-buckling right-hander smashed a mighty 175-run knock and brought his team closer to the victory shores. He departed with the team still needing 136 runs. However, South African lower order held its nerves as Mark Boucher and Makaya and Tini in the last over pitched 7 runs off Binga and ensured that one of the greatest games in ODI history had its grandstand finish it so richly deserved. Pyrotechnics at the Bullring showed that the future of cricket lay in slam bang cricket. The spectators enjoyed the thrill of sixes and fours being pumped with routine frequency. Previously, ODIs used to be a slow burn with the action only coming at the fag end of the innings. However, it wasn't possible to have a game that produced 400 run fest every single series. The Bullring was a statistical aberration that has rarely happened ever since. The only close contest that came to rival the epic in Johannesburg was the 2009 ODI between Sri Lanka and India at Rajkot. The visitors nearly chalked out the deficit of 415 runs but eventually fell short by 3 runs. Thus, the onus shifted towards the T20s. The acceptance of T20s was only accelerated after India crashed out of the 50-over World Cup, won the T20 World Cup, and a certain Lalit Modi burst IPL. The innovation, uncertainty, and intensity that one sees in T20s have made viewing so much more interesting and absorbing. The simple slam bang cricket that made it easier for every age group of watchers, and therefore it has filtered into becoming a family sport to sit together and enjoy. It's a 3 to 4 hour extravaganza that brings families to the grounds, and it all came to fruition on that eventful evening at the Bullring. It is poetic in a haunting sense that one of the best advertisements for ODI cricket also led to its decline. Perhaps the 50-over format peaked that day, and since it has been trying to emulate the same high, only faltering with long periods of mediocrity and boring cricket in between.